We kept Palermo safe in Serie A. We kept Norwich City safe in the Premier League. It is time to see what we can do in the Jupiler Pro League with KV KORTRIJK. There are 30 matches in the season. 19 have been played. We're getting ready to kick off our campaign in charge. We are on the road at Westerlo. Now we're going to take a quick look at how the Jupiler Pro League works. There are 30 matches, as I just mentioned, in the initial phase of the season. Then the league splits into not one, not two, but three separate groups. The top six go into the championship group. Those are the teams that are going to be vying for the spots in Europe. If we manage to make it up there, then we have done a fantastic job. The bottom four teams are put in a relegation group, and out of that group, two are guaranteed to be relegated into the Challenger Pro League, and one will take on the team that's, I think, third in the second tier to see if they stay up or not. Then there is a second phase, which is 6 teams. These are the mid-table sides. Our goal after these 30 matches is to get into that second phase. If we fail and we're in the relegation group, then we need to do our best to be at the top of that group and not have to worry about it at all. We do come into this match with a pretty big decision to make. Jiz Klos, 29 years old. We talked about him in the last episode. He is one of our best players. There's a problem, though. One, he's not playing very well. Only 2 goals in 18 appearances so far in the league. 2, he wants to leave. And 3, if we were to sell him, well, we'd basically take care of all of our financial issues in one fell swoop. So Jiz Klos is not going to be in the lineup for today's match. Here is how we are going. We brought in a number of players as right backs so far. We're also going to be taking a look at some goalkeepers in the weeks to come as the transfer window is going to open. Seneschal is going to get the start in goal. It's going to be a back four of Leandro Santos, Venderson, Josip Batarina, and Papadakis is going to be our right back for now. He's more of a center back, to be perfectly fair, but he is the best of a bad bunch. In the midfield, it's going to be Adib Monku in support of Lawrence Imonia and Luan. Rashid Benali will be handling that shadow striker duties as our number 10. In place of Klos, we are starting 20-year-old Herman Dupre. We'll take a deeper look at him later, especially if he has a good game. I have found in a 2-striker system, having a target forward on support, that guy scores a lot. And he is going to be joined to his right by Mladen Tadic. Let's load it up. See how we do. Once again, my apologies for last season and the game sounds being a little overwhelming in certain cases. I have made sure, at least my fingers are crossed, we'll find out once this has been recorded and I get to edit it and review it. We've made sure that there will be no sounds. Throw in for KORTRIJK, sent to the back post, and Mladen Tadic with his 3rd goal of the year on 9 minutes, giving KORTRIJK a 1-0 lead. These final third throw-ins always still so very dangerous. Imonier giving it back. Lemol didn't really get a good opportunity to stop Tadic from scoring, but we get an insta highlight as Westerlo is looking to come back and equalize this one quickly. Up the left wing, Lemol playing it to Navarro, gets past his man, taking it deep into the box. He'll just send that over. No harm, no foul. And what we thought would be a massive challenge, if things hold up, seems like it's going to be pretty easily handled because Westerlo is now behind us. We are sitting in 13th place, that top spot in the relegation group, and very close to getting out of there. Good interception by Venderson. Luan looking to push it forward. Imonier heads it toward Dupre, settling it down back for Santos. As the counterattack is going to slow down a little bit, Armani dispossessing his man. De Koenig up the near sideline. Great first touch by De Kock. De Kock looking to get it into the box. He's got a man in the middle. He finds Maxime Navarro, who puts in the equalizer, his 4th of the year. It is now 1-1. We were never under any illusion that it was going to be that easy, though. Papadakis in control. Plays it back to Balderina. Papadakis once again carrying it forward, looks to get past one man, into the middle, Imonia, ahead to Prey. He'll turn, feed it on the left wing to Santos, cutting up. Santos puts the shot on, and that's going to sail into the crowd. Definitely seeing a nice quality effort from the team in our introductory match. Just the single shot on target that was Mladen Tadic's goal. Something that we do need to work on a little bit. Looks like we are going up the left side quite a bit so far, so a lot of the play running through Leandro Santos. He's got the assist on Tadic's goal. We just need to build upon this. And one thing I just noticed, Westerlo is playing the exact same tactic. Okay, the roles are a little bit different, but I do think from what we've seen so far that KORTRIJK has been the better team. We've enjoyed 56% now of the possession, 10 minutes into this second half, getting 6 shots on goal. We do need to do a better job of finding the target, but again, a team relegation threatened past the midway point of the season. Most likely they're having finishing issues. Corner kick. Papadopoulos can't get it. Venderson goes for the bicycle kick. He is really trying to impress his coach in this initial offering. Sadly, it hit the top of the net and didn't actually come anywhere close to scoring. Even if we do only manage to secure the single point and hold on for this draw, it's still not bad. Oh, Venderson! First goal of the season off of the corner to give KORTRIJK the 2-1 lead. I was just about to say that even with just the 1 point, we are only 4 points behind OH Leuven for 12th place and a spot in that second group. But so far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing, although Benali, not so much. So Arber Lokai is going to get an opportunity in there. Monku also not doing the greatest job. Now, Nestor Amazu hasn't had the greatest showing so far this season. 6.3 rating for Papadakis, too. Makes me a little bit nervous. Maybe once we start getting some folks in that we can really try out in that right back spot, then it'll be better for us and we can move him back into the middle, I think, where he belongs. Amazu carrying it deep, playing it. Tatic almost getting it in on goal. Hamid getting his hand on it, pushing it out wide for a corner. A third goal here should seal things up with less than 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Santos will take it. Papadakis, again, can't get his head on it. And again, we have a center back going for a bicycle kick. This time it was the 19-year-old Badarina. What the hell is going on in Westerlo? Ballerina, his head on it. It's just going to be that little bit wide and hit the side netting. But we are asking some very pointed questions. This second half, the run of play has definitely gone KORTRIJK's way. And once this 5 minutes of added time has elapsed, we will secure our first victory of the Nick Bottom era here in Belgium. And all told, it was a pretty impressive showing. Mladen Tadic giving us the lead 9 minutes in. Maxime Navarro with the header past Seneschal, even things up on 23 minutes. But Venderson scoring off of a corner with the near post header puts us ahead and gives us some much needed 3 points. I did learn something a little new today. In Football Manager, you don't have to pay a sign-on bonus. Because we have a negative transfer budget, we wanted to get a body in as a right back because I think Papadakis is going to be better served elsewhere. So we brought in Rasmus Nefers-Dahlin. Not the prototypical wingback that we were necessarily looking for. His dribbling leaves a little bit to be desired, but he checks all of the other boxes, a decent amount of pace. He's 6 foot, good positioning. I mean, just slightly above average overall, which puts him, in my opinion, head and shoulders above anybody else we have for the position. But like I said, because we did not have any money in our transfer budget, we could not sign him with a signing bonus. So we just said, okay, we're not going to give you a signing bonus. And he said, sure, why not? So we signed the 33-year-old. We got a body in just the beginning. Right, so we have played a couple of games off camera. We're going to get to those highlights in just a minute before we bring you Anderlecht live. We did make a couple of moves, and I do have to say, we are back in a good financial position. I knew it wasn't going to be that hard. Marcel Krause, when we first joined the club, came to us and said, I miss Germany. And frankly, for a 32-year-old, we didn't really love that. As much as we would have liked to have seen what we had from the German national, especially as a deep lying forward, target forward type of guy, we just decided to grant his wish. He signed a pre-contract deal with Bochum in the Zweite Bundesliga. We decided to just sell him right away. So we got 150 grand, which almost wiped out our transfer debt, but it wasn't quite enough. So we did move on from Jiz Klose. The 29-year-old wanted to move on to bigger and better things. He also went to the Zweite Bundesliga. Bochum came in with a 2.5 million euro bid. He had a reserve clause for a release clause, I should say, for 3.2 million that we were hoping would be activated. He did accept a 4 million euro offer from one of the teams in the league, but he could not come to terms of the contract. So he said, you know what, just buy. 2.5 million is plenty for us. So that means we were able to go out and make some moves in the transfer window, which has not yet slammed shut. I'm thinking maybe we still need a midfielder. We'll get to that in just a little bit. We've already seen Rasmus Neforsdalin. He came in 3,200 a week. He has already begun to make an impact. If you look down at the season stats, we'll get to that in just a second. We did need some additional depth at the goalkeeper position. Remember, we looked at De Smet when we first introduced ourselves to the team, and we were like, yeah, he stinks. So we went to our parent club, RB Salzburg, and they very graciously lent us Matthias Amberge for nothing. Looking for some help up front and maybe giving us a chance of maybe developing another shadow striker, we picked up 20-year-old Dutch Sierra Leonean dual international. He's capped 19 times at the age of 24. Sierra Leone scored 3 goals. Tamba Kaiki cost us 200,000 in total transfer fees, 1,700 a week on the wage bill. A fantastic player for the future, even though we're not going to be here. He assisted twice in World Cup qualifying for his country. I think we got ourselves a nice little bargain on a very good young international player. But that bargain does not compare to the deal we got on 24-year-old Belgian defender Ryan Peramans. 33,000 euros in a transfer fee. Now, we are paying him over 10 grand a week. You got to take the good with the bad. But he is very strong. He's got a great sense of his position, decent tackling and marking abilities as well. Can get into the air. Even though he only stands at 6 foot tall, he has already made an appearance for us. We picked him up from Ghent. I guess they just didn't need him anymore. I can't believe we got a 24-year-old so cheaply to slot right into our starting defensive pairing. We were hoping to translate our success on the road at Westerlo to our first home match taking on Lommel SK, currently sitting in that championship group. Now, Rashid Denali got the start as our shadow striker, earned himself a penalty, which Hernan Depre slotted home into the bottom right corner to give us a 1-0 lead. Then Benali scoring one of his own. We were masters of the set piece in this one. A beautiful strike, but Lommel was able to get one back post header from Chapman, did make it 2-1 on 53 minutes, and you are not seeing this again. Not once but twice did Benali convert from a free kick, and then he picked up an assist delivering the corner that Venderson headed home. Venderson's second consecutive match with a headed corner goal. 4-1 in front of just over 9,000 fans at KORTRIJK Stadium. A beautiful, beautiful start as we have now won our first 2 matches. I'm sorry, did I say 2 matches? We headed on the road to take on Diegem in 14th place. Benali won himself another penalty, and Depre, second verse, same as the first, slotting it home to his right to make it 1-0. We would make it 2. Depre picking up his second goal of the match, his 5th of the season. Now Diagem would get one back about 10 minutes later. Ball across. Sanya left all alone to make it 2-1. KORTRIJK, he did have one called back as well. We would reassert ourselves in this match. Nayfor's Dalin across for Alonso, sneaking in, picking up a goal. They would get one back, another back post header off of a free kick from Yunus Konos, but Diagem did not have enough in the tank, and they fell 3-2, make that 3 in a row since Nick Bottom has taken over. But we are getting set to take on our toughest test so far here in Belgium, and that is as we host Royal Sport Club Anderlecht. We have made a couple of changes to the team simply because we've been moving guys in and out. We've had some illnesses. We've had some minor injuries. In fact, we need to get Nestor Amazu off of the bench. We're going to put Adib Manku, who has started for us in the defensive midfield for at least the first 2 matches. We chose to move Venderson up there. When Perimans came in, we moved Batarina over to the left side of that center back pairing. Santos has started every match as our left wing back. Nayfor's Dalin on the right side because Papadakis was out with an injury. He is fully healthy, but he is going to start this one on the bench. Also back fully healthy, making his first start for the club, although he's not 100% up to full fitness, but we really want to see what we are getting out of Leandro Garnier before the transfer window closes, because we're still not 100% sure. Lawrence Simonier had done an admirable job in that position, but he's really not the guy we want moving forward. Luan is going to start next to him. Benali is going to be at the 10, and up front is going to be Depre and Tatic. I do have to say, judging from the early going, we really have hit on something that is working with the personnel that we already had at the team. We've made a couple of additions, nothing super major. Did I really want to say what Close could do? Absolutely. Badarina gets his head on it. Perimans puts it in the middle. Olsen looks to clear off of the corner. Perimans trying to recycle. Oh, Vanderson hits the crossbar. It's going to go out. And a good early opportunity for KORTRIJK to take a lead here. The first 2 shots of the match have gone our way. But Anderlecht hoping to answer. Fleckner in the midfield. Pagai will drop it back to Mohamed. Pagai again. Fleckner ahead. Cornet. They're trying to sneak that right wing in there, but Santos is sticking with them. Fleckner, Pagai, Olsen squares it too far in front of Cornet, and it is cleared. Garcia taking it back in, playing it over. Olsen moves past his man. Olsen's in. He sneaks one past the goalkeeper, Seneschal. Fleming Olsen with his first goal of the year, and it's KORTRIJK 0, Anderlecht 1. Santos, unfortunately, see, I was just saying nice things about him. And that's why he absolutely crapped the bed. He bit trying to intercept the pass. It allowed Olsen through, and it's 1-0. Anderlecht looking for more, throwing it in from the far sideline. Navarro gets it up to Bob. Bob pushing it in. Has his pocket picked by Nayfor's Dalin. Thrown forward. Depre will knot it down. Garnier charging through the midfield. Playing it up. Tadic. These are the kind of balls we were looking for. Tadic, though, shooting it from about 25 yards out. That was not what we were looking for. But the movement up ahead to get it free to the striker charging through, to have Leandro Garnier already on his horse when he received the ball in the midfield, that is the kind of positive play that we are looking for. Santos taken out. Olsen already on a yellow card, and Anderlecht, well, they're going down to 10. He scored a goal, but Fleming Olsen is out of this match 35 minutes in, and I really, at this point, hope we can take advantage of having the extra man on the pitch. Thrown forward, Santos. Pagai gets there first. Back for Fleckner. Over the top, Cornet settling it down on the right wing. Playing it back. Pagai outside of the box. Navarro moves it to his left foot, picks out the top corner, and down to 10 men, Pablo Navarro puts Anderlecht up 2-0. He really did have all the time in the world, and KORTRIJK find themselves in a position that, frankly, we haven't been in since we took over the team, and that is down by a score of 2-0. So we're going to go into a more attacking mentality, And yeah, we're gonna let the team know that our shooting must be better. Hernan Depre on a 6.3 rating. We're gonna keep our eye on him. We may need to make a change sooner rather than later. Santos getting it up. Depre in control up the left wing. Drops it for Santos. Moving it in towards the box. He'll take a shot, and that's going to go over. We have knocked the tempo down a little bit. Maybe we'll take our time a little bit more. Tadic able to get it back. Plays it back. Dalin across. Perimans. Benali in the box. Drops it for Batarina, who will move it forward. In the air, he's got some help. He shoots it with his right foot, but is going to miss that wide. Hurtado didn't have to do anything, and we've hit the 60-minute mark. And I think changes need to be made. Venderson feeling nervous, not doing a good job. Papadakis coming back in to see his first action since he went out with injury. Perriman's a little anxious, nervous about that. Neyfors Dalin on a yellow card. We're going to keep our eye on him. Leandro Santos, though, we kind of really don't have a lot of options at left back. I mean, maybe Neyfors Dalin can go over and take that position. Perhaps Santos will come out. We'll try out Usmani Kamara, seeing his first action. Kamara with a chance, trying to throw it into the box. Begay is there. We really seem to have lost that edge that we had in the first 3 matches. Still trailing 2-0, and Anderlecht controlling the pace right now with less than 20 minutes in the match. Down to 10 men, and Neyfors Dalin is going to even things up, isn't he? Well, things really going from bad to worse as both teams down to 10 men, and then Seneschal coming out for it, but Keskin getting there first. Mohamed Keskin, his first goal of the year, and Anderlecht is running away with this one. It's KORTRIJK 0, Anderlecht 3, and the keeper came out to challenge off of the dead ball spot, and frankly, that was not the greatest decision. Seneschal having a terrible match, and he has been so very good for us up until this point. Do we make a change? There are only 10 minutes left. I don't normally change my goalkeeper midstream. Let's see what happens. Oh, he made a good save there. Well, not so much a save as he stuck his arm out. We are out shooting Anderlecht 12-7, but they took advantage of their opportunities, and we did not. The good news is we are going to remain, no matter what happens, in 12th place, and we're going to be within spitting distance of 11th. We'll see if that changes, but right now we are 5 points ahead of the team closest to us behind. Steiner moving in up that right wing, in for Leon Ceylons, and his 4th goal of the year will ice this for Anderlecht. It's 4-0. I mean, honestly, I kind of wish I'd shown you one of the other matches live, because trust me, we did play well, and we are capable of playing well. This is just a little speed bump on our journey. 4-0 to Anderlecht. Not the greatest. We did have over 13,000 fans in, so hopefully that will help line the coffers and ensure that we are going to steer clear of the financial trouble we were in earlier this year. And it's frankly not going to get any easier, because when we come back, we are taking on Standard Liège on the road. They're currently 2nd on the table. Now, we're probably going to have next episode and the one after covering this initial stage. Hopefully, we'll be able to stay up from that, and then wherever we get placed in either Group 2 or Group 3, the relegation group, well, we'll come back for those matches as well. So we're going to play Standard. We're going to go off camera with Antwerp and Liège, and also bring you OH Leuven at home live. If you've enjoyed the episode, please make sure you hit that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Till then, bye-bye.